Kronos Employee Training 6A, Time Off Requests for Salaried Employees. Training topics for today for time off requests for salaried employees. First, please follow the policies in Chapter 5 of the Employee Handbook in regards to the time off. We're not going to go through the policies today. Today, we're going to take a look into the system and review how to process a time off request. So we're going to jump into Kronos here, and we're going to start from my home page. And from your home page, we're going to click on the blue magnifying glass for My Home and bring up the search bar, and we're going to go to My Time Off Requests. So when we click that, it'll take us to a request screen for time off requests. You can see up here in the upper left-hand corner. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to choose a time off type. So if we click the search bar here, a pop-up will come up and show us all the different types of time off available. This list may be edited in the future. We may try to shorten it up a little bit and make it a little easier for employees, but that won't affect the functionality of what I'm going to show you today. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to say that I'm going to choose, I'd like to request some vacation. So I will click on vacation, and you can see that it's populated up here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look. You can see accrued balance details, and if you click on vacation here, you can see that we can select some other options. But for the moment, vacation, so my current balance of vacation is 120 hours. I've taken 40. I have 0 scheduled for the future, and I have 0 pending approval. So when I complete this request, I'll have several hours pending approval, and not until they are approved will anything move over to the scheduled, and then those scheduled hours won't move over to the taken until I've actually been paid for them. So that's a nice little cheat sheet there. And so below you can see there's the calendar. So the calendar is set to the current month. So you can see here September, but I can jump forward. We can take a look at October, or as far forward or in the past as you wish. But so what I'm going to do is, in order to process the request, we're just going to click the little button here for Start Request. And it's going to bring up a pop-up. You can see the time off is pre-populated based off what you selected in the upper left. And then request type. So you have 3 types of options. You have the full day, multiple days, or partial days. We'll take a look at each of those as we go through this. So first I'm going to select full day. And when you see full day, you get a new option comes up for date. So you can see that with the date, click on the calendar, and you can choose the date of the request that you'd like to put in. You can put in a comment about your request. I'd like to take vacation on a certain day, what have you. The next option would be if I wanted to choose multiple days. So you can see the view is a little different. It's going to have a from and a to. So your from, you're going to want to choose a beginning date, and your to, you would choose an end date. So let's just say that I want to choose today and tomorrow. Probably wouldn't do that, but and then it also asks for hours per day. So depending on timesheets, now all salaried employees actually would just put 8 hours per day. That would be a standard request for a salaried employee for multiple days. And then your comment would be, I'd like to take vacation on these dates, what have you. So because I completed the request, I'm going to just click cancel. We're going to start another request, and I'm going to show you we're just going to start over real quick, and we're going to show you what that third option looks like. So I'm going to select type. I'm going to choose vacation again, and I am going to click start request once the page loads. And we're going to take a look at what a partial day request looks like. So I have my vacation that I chose up in the upper left. Request type, we're going to go to partial day. So maybe, for example, you want to just take an afternoon off. So on the date, let's just say that I want to take Friday afternoon off, and let's say I want to, we need to be at least a month out. So let's just say I want to take Friday afternoon on October 30th. And but I don't want the whole day, so I'm going to choose the partial day. So total hours, let's just put that I'm going to put 4 hours. So I'm going to put 4 hours, and then I'm going to add a note that says, would like to work in the AM and take vacation the afternoon of 10:30, for example. That way it's very clear. If I'm only requesting a partial day, my manager knows what my request is. And now I'm going to click Submit Request. And it says, done, my request has been submitted. I click OK. And my request is out there. So as I reload the page, and I change my balance details, you can see that I still have a current balance of 120 hours, but my pending approval has moved to 4 hours. So I would need to, as I make my plans, I would need to make sure that I'm subtracting that from my current balance, and I'm not trying to utilize my entire current balance. Now, if I'd like to make another request, same type of thing. Choose time off. Let's just say we're going to choose a vacation again. I'm going to follow, look at my balances, click Start Request, choose request type. So let's just say that I want to choose multiple days. We're going to go to the end of November, let's say, and we're going to choose the 16th through the 20th. And hours per day, 8, and let's just say that we want vacation, and I now click Submit Requests. So now done, submitted successfully. I go back here, change this, and now you can see that my pending approval has moved to 44 hours. If these were approved by my manager, or when they, assuming they are, it would be moved over to the scheduled hours. And it also can be viewed on your calendar. So if we click to the next month, you can see that I have vacation request here. You can click on that request and you can see some information about it. You can actually modify it. You can delete the request because it has yet to be approved, and the details of it. What's the amount? What's the status? Now, if this has been approved, you can go to that change request that was in video 5A about how to modify a request that's already been approved. And then we can also move forward. We can look in November, and I request those multiple days, the 16th through 20th. You can see them on the calendar here. So nice, easy ways to view things. For those Kronos users that had used the desktop, the dashboard view, to view their vacation previously, we can go to your dashboard by clicking the 3 bars for Show Menu. Scroll all the way to the bottom, and under the recording software here, you can see the 2 options are Home and Dashboard. So if I click on Dashboard, we'll load, and you can see my time off requests. You can see my requests for this month, next month, this week, next week. So this is that same view that you were used to under your self-service dashboard previously. So that's all we're going to do today for time off requests. And please watch for future videos.